Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely transform the passive concept of just getting some rest into an active, science-backed pursuit of brain health and physical recovery. If you're someone who thinks sleep is basically just an off switch for your body, well, prepare to have your mind completely changed. Right off the bat, I want you to challenge your assumptions about what happens the moment your head hits that pillow. Seriously, what actually happens to your brain when you sleep? Just imagine a highly active, totally crucial biological mechanism that only fires up the exact second you close your eyes and drift off. You know, what's absolutely amazing to me is that over 400 years ago, William Shakespeare intuitively recognized this healing power. He called sleep the most nourishing course in life's feast. Hit the nail right on the head. But what's truly thrilling right now is that modern science is finally mapping out exactly how this internal repair system works on a microscopic level. So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. First up, the brain's nightly wash. 2, melatonin and athletic recovery. 3, hacking your body temperature. And 4, lifestyle tweaks for sleep. Let's jump right in. Section 1, the brain's nightly wash, uncovering the glymphatic system. Okay, so think of the glymphatic system as your brain's literal biological dishwasher. It's this intense, high-pressure nightly wash cycle. During this cycle, your brain cells literally shrink. I mean, they physically get smaller. This creates the space needed to pump cerebrospinal fluid through your brain tissue, which washes away neurotoxic waste. And yes, that includes amyloid beta, which is a protein heavily linked to Alzheimer's disease. See, during wakefulness, your brain is super busy. Resistance to fluid flow is high, so this whole cleaning mechanism is basically disengaged. But when you finally enter slow-wave sleep, that really deep, restorative stage 3 sleep, levels of a neurotransmitter called norepinephrine just drop. This allows the interstitial space between your brain cells to physically expand, letting a massive inflow of fluid rush in to flush out all of the day's toxic buildup. And here is the crazy part. That glymphatic clearance spikes by an incredible 80 to 90% when you hit that deep, slow-wave sleep. Just think about that. If you aren't getting deep sleep, you are essentially leaving your brain's dishwasher turned completely off while all the dirty dishes just pile up. Let's move on to Section 2, melatonin and athletic recovery, well beyond the sleep hormone. Now let's see how this all builds into hormonal recovery. Melatonin isn't just a chronobiotic. What I mean is, it's not just that little gummy you take to beat jet lag. Peer-reviewed research actually shows it is a highly potent systemic recovery tool that's heavily studied in high-performance sports. Think about it. When you push your body really hard, you generate massive amounts of oxidative stress and inflammation. While melatonin swoops in and exerts these powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory actions. It actually protects your cells after heavy exertion and drastically improves your functional readiness. So for athletes dealing with congested competition schedules or late-night training, melatonin isn't just helping them snooze. It's directly maintaining their next-day anaerobic performance and physical readiness. It's a total game changer. All right, Section 3, hacking your body temperature, the paradox of cooling down. Here is a biological non-negotiable. To achieve truly sound sleep, your core body temperature absolutely must drop by exactly 1 degree Celsius or roughly 2 degrees Fahrenheit. It is a strict biological requirement. Basically, if your core stays too warm, there's no way you're getting the deep, slow-wave sleep your brain needs. So the foundational step to making this happen is controlling your environment. Clinical sleep experts recommend keeping your bedroom temperature right around 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. That's a pretty chilly 62 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. This cool ambient temperature facilitates your body's natural 24-hour circadian heat loss. But we can actively hack this process even further.
Let's look at the absolute paradox of taking a hot bath right before bed. You'd think heating yourself up would ruin your sleep, right? But here's what actually happens. The hot water warms your skin, causing the tiny blood vessels near the surface to dilate. This draws blood away from your hot core and out to the surface. So when you get out of the tub, all that blood near the skin rapidly loses heat to the cool air. Your core temperature plummets, which perfectly primes your brain for that nightly glymphatic wash.
And that brings us to another brilliant paradox. Wearing socks to bed. Now, I know it might not be the most glamorous sleepwear, but hear me out. Having cold feet sends a literal panic signal to your brain that your body is freezing. So your brain responds by keeping blood away from your extremities, which tragically traps all that heat right in your core, ruining your sleep. Wearing warm socks signals to your brain, hey, we're nice and warm, allowing blood to flow to your extremities, dumping that core heat and helping you fall asleep much, much faster. Let's wrap things up with Section 4, Lifestyle Tweaks for Sleep. Your action plan. Let's bring all of this together into an actionable checklist you can use tonight. We are looking at a synthesis of rapid-fire biohacks that studies show positively influence those specific AQP4 water channels in your brain, boosting your lymphatic clearance. We're talking about everything from sleep position to nutrition, fasting, exercise, and even how you manage a drink at night. Let's start with literally how you lay in bed. Believe it or not, sleeping on your right side actually maximizes the gravity and hemodynamics you need for optimal brain flushing. Studies have found that lymphatic transport is most efficient in the right lateral position. Conversely, spending too much time in the supine position, flat on your back, is actually associated with lower clearance and even a higher risk of dementia over time. And then we have the surprising nuance of alcohol consumption. We always hear that alcohol absolutely destroys sleep, right? Well, the dose really makes the poison here. A very low dose, around 0.5 grams per kilogram of body weight, might actually decrease inflammatory expression and slightly improve that brain clearance. However, a high dose, like 1 gram per kilogram or chronic heavy drinking, completely halts your brain's nightly cleaning process and significantly raises the risk of neurodegeneration. So we are left with this incredibly powerful realization. Sleep isn't just passive rest, it is an active, totally vital clearing process. Whether it's cranking down the thermostat to 65 degrees, rocking a pair of warm socks, sleeping on your right side, or getting your 150 minutes of exercise to prime those brain channels, you have the control. So which of these simple, science-backed biological levers are you going to pull tonight to start optimizing your long-term brain health? Sleep well, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.